How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, please do me the biggest favor of all. Hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on my channel. Also, please head over to Twitch. Follow me there at Douglas447. I stream there at least once a week, whether it be for Battlefield, Call of Duty, Halo, Destiny. Sometimes I'll do some Warface Breakout. And I've got a bunch of other games. I've got a ton of catalog games that I'm planning on playing and streaming both here on YouTube and primarily over on Twitch. I primarily stream over on Twitch. It's much easier setup, faster internet speed for both you and for me. Both on Twitch, you get to see not only the gameplay and have better picture quality, but you also get to see me. Here on YouTube, I don't have OBS. I just can't afford it at the time. So when I do YouTube, I have to make it where you either see the screen or you see me. You don't get to see both. But with Twitch, it is much better, and you get to see me at the same time. And for the past 2-3 weeks, I've been diving in and replaying some of the older Battlefield games, primarily Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. And here in 2021, we are supposed to be getting AKA Battlefield 6. We don't know exactly what it's going to be called. But I'm sure once EA Play rolls around here in May, June, July, whenever, because of COVID, we're going to get a lot of details. And the rumor is that the Battlefield 6 is supposed to drop here in 2021. And so I've been playing some of the older Battlefield games, just having a fun time doing that, both on streams and off streams. And I wanted to talk about things that I honestly want the franchise to keep in future installments, especially with Battlefield 6. These are things that I want to see in the future game and the future games in the franchise, and things that, based on what they've implemented in 3, 4, Hardline 1, and 5, I don't want them to bring these certain things back. Now, these are in no particular order, but I do have it designated between what I want and what I don't want. And you guys are more than welcome to agree or disagree with me in the comment section. And if there's something that you guys think should return or should not return that I don't list off in this video, please let me know in the comment section and why. And, these are just things that I was writing down. Like, when I was playing the games, I was just like, these are things that I think would make Battlefield 6 and whatever else comes after that really help the franchise grow and stand out amongst all the other shooters that we're getting. Because here in 2021, we're supposed to get Battlefield 6, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, a supposed maybe a Titanfall 3. We're supposed to get a possible open world Star Wars shooter, Halo Infinite. We're going to be getting a ton of shooters, possibly Insurgency Sandstorm, maybe a out of the blue Battlefront 3. So there's a lot of shooters coming out here in 2021 and probably in 2022. And these are things that will help Battlefield 6 hopefully be able to stand out among the crowd. So, with things that I want coming back, first of all, I want amazing gunplay. I want amazing sound design. I want amazing recoil patterns. I want there to be some recoil to the guns, but not too much that it makes it crazy and unbalanced, and making it near impossible to use certain guns. For example, Battlefield 5, I'm going to be using Battlefield 5 a lot as an example, because I've played a lot of it recently. Not that I like it, but the recoil patterns in those guns, there's a lot of guns that just have some really stupid recoil, and because of that, I refuse to use them. And it makes it where, even though, like, hey, you have 50 guns you could pick from the assault class, only like 3 or 4 of them are actually viable because of all the recoil. The second thing that I want coming back is fortifications. That is something that they introduced kind of in Battlefield 1, and then they really went full force into it with Battlefield 5. It allows for there to be a bigger map that allows for people to build things and allows for those things to get destroyed. So there's more destruction in Battlefield, which is awesome, which is what Battlefield's really known for. It also allows for support players to help actually support the team. And it also gives casual players a chance to contribute to their squad. It allows them that, hey, I'm not really good at actually killing people in the Battlefield game, so I will help build fortifications, I'll help build walls, guns, turrets, things like that. to defend a certain objective point that is really key to winning the match. So even though they're not killing people and they're not doing the whole team deathmatch or whatever, they're helping defend a certain objective, especially in things like breakthrough, rush, and conquest. Third thing that I want returning is assists. Now you might be thinking, really? You want assists coming back? Well, here's the funny thing. Assists didn't actually used to be a feature in Battlefield. It used to be that if you wanted the entire score for killing somebody, you had to actually kill them. There was no such thing as assists until recent games, especially with Battlefield 5. Now, like in Battlefield 5, you get score for spotting flares, shooting them down, spotting flares, taking out tanks, spotting planes, and whatnot. You get assists for doing that. You also get assist points, like if you damage somebody, you do 50% of their health wipe, and then another person on your team finds that same person and kills them. You will get a certain amount of assist points just for helping kill that person. You won't get the whole 100% score, but you're going to get something which helps your squad and your teammates get closer to whatever, an artillery strike, nuke, whatever. Fourth thing that I want coming back is squad revives. Now, this was something that when they announced it in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, I was really concerned and scared about. But having the ability to revive your squad mates, even if you're not a medic, like if you're a medic, it should not take so long, but if you're a non-medic, you should still be able to do so, just take longer. This forces your squad mates to stay closer, and it forces teamwork, and because of the force of having to work as a team and as a squad, it'll force people to actually have to stick together, which will allow for victory. I've played a lot of games where you have a revive system for your squad or for your team, and people don't use it, and because of that, they just go spreading out like crazy, and you end up losing because they play a team deathmatch. If squad revives gets brought back and maybe tweaked a little so it's a little more balanced and more user friendly, and it's actually a useful tool for victory, I think a lot of people will use it a lot more. Battlefield 5, it used to be really OP. They kind of nerfed it into the ground. Not a lot of people do it unless you're in the medic. I want it to be where it is a viable option for all classes. Now, we're going to dive into the 6 things that I don't want returning. Now, you might be thinking, wow, you went from 4 things you want and 6 things you don't. Well, yeah. So this is not like a top 5 or anything. So here's the 6 things that I do not want returning in Battlefield. First of all, limiting your gun attachments. Battlefield can't do this anymore. Especially with like Battlefield 5 having that skill tree system, it's stupid. You have 10 attachments, but you can only pick 5 out of them. Now, I get it's a balancing act, but don't say, hey, look, here's 10 attachments for this gun you can have to help it make it, really powerful, but you can only use 5 of them. Battlefield needs to introduce something like the gunsmith from like Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Cold War. Limiting how many guns attachments you can have is ridiculous. Like, don't say, hey, here's 10 attachments, but you can only have 10. Like, I understand there has to be a limitation for balancing, but you got to come up with a better system. Having a skill tree especially just says, hey, you have all these options, but we're limiting you for gun balance's sake. Like, that's just stupid and dumb. Number 2, worthless customization for vehicles, whether that be for and for troops, even for your infantry. Like, having all these stupid customization options is just dumb. You shouldn't have all these paint jobs for tanks and airplanes. Why do I need to have the ability to unlock 100 different versions of a skin for one tank or a plane or infantry? Especially some of them, like in Battlefield 5, they are like almost cringy enough to be like on the Fortnite scale. Like, they shouldn't have all these Fortnite pinks and blues and whatnot in a World War II game. It just screams dumb. Number 3, we do not need more than one leveling system. No joke. We don't need more than one. We need one system. Again, I'm going to bring it around. Make it like Call of Duty where you have one system. One ranked system. And it crosses over with campaign, multiplayer, zombies. With Battlefield, it would be, campaign, multiplayer, and I don't know, maybe some sort of survival mode. That would be cool to see. But like, we don't need a leveling system for infantry and then for every single class. Like literally, we don't need a leveling system for your infantry, for your medic, for your support, for your specialist, for your engineer. We don't need a leveling system for every individual tank. We don't need a leveling system for every individual airplane. We don't need every single item in the game to have a leveling system. It's too much to keep track of, too many menus, and too many tabs. Number 4. This I really strongly hope does not come back. If I have to pick out of everything in this I don't want list, it would be this one, number 4. The attrition system. I don't want the attrition system to come back. Now, if you guys don't know what the attrition system is, basically EA and DICE made it say, hey, we're going to make you have to basically be a very depending on health and ammo person if you want to survive. So with the attrition system, you have one health pack. Everybody has one health pack. And then you have 2 to 3 clips of ammunition to start out with, and that is it. And you can't get any more than that, no matter your attachments and your class. So you have super low amounts of ammunition and health at the beginning of every single match, and you can't increase it no matter what you do in the game. Which of course forces people to end up having to camp the ammunition and the health stations. And a lot of times the health and the ammo stations are on the other side of the objectives, which forces people not wanting to play the objective to go to the health and ammo stations so they can resupply on ammo and health and stay alive longer and get more kills. So instead of actually like attacking objective B, they're going for the health and ammo station that's 200 meters away from it, hiding in some forest for whatever reason. That needs to be addressed. We don't need an attrition system. I understand limiting health and limiting ammo, but the attrition system that they've introduced in the current couple Battlefield games needs to be destroyed. It needs to go away. It does not need to be tweaked. It doesn't need to be, redone. It needs to just be gone, bye-bye. It needs to go away. Number 5. I do not want any more delay animations to enter or exit vehicles. Yes, I understand it adds to the realism. However, it takes a whole second or two to enter or exit a vehicle. And I can't tell you how many times it irritates my soul when I'm playing a Battlefield game, especially Battlefield 1 or 5, where I'm like, hey, I know that a tank's coming up my butt. I don't have the time to repair my tank. I'm going to bail out. And because it takes a second or two, by the time I think that I should have escaped, the tank's already shot its cannon at me, and I'm dead. And it's weird because you can see the animation of me exiting the vehicle, and then the tank blows up, and my body's halfway outside of the tank. I'm like, it's just annoying. I hate that. It allows for a little less strategy, and it forces you to say, okay, well, I'm never going to be able to get out of this situation, so I'm just going to sit here and die. Super agitating and annoying. Lastly, number 6 that I do not want returning is Battle Royale. I know. You're like, what? But Battlefield 5 Firestorm is so amazing! Let me tell you something. Battlefield 5's Firestorm is bad. I have played it 3-4 times, and I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. And they only updated the map once, and it's just one map. It's just one map. And you don't even get to explore the entire Battlefield Firestorm map in one match. Like, literally, before you even dive in, they cut the map in half. And I'm like, what's the point of having this gigantic map that you guys spent so much time on, that you are forcing people not even having the chance to explore the whole thing in one match? They didn't update it, they didn't tweak it, they didn't add anything to it once it was out. It was around for about a week or so, and then people just dropped off the planet and moved on. I want them to focus on Conquest or some new mode to excite fans. Firestorm and Battlefield 5 is dead. It is. I mean, we have Fortnite, Apex Legends, PUBG, Call of Duty Blackout. We have Call of Duty Warzone that's making millions of dollars a day on microtransactions. We really don't need another battle royale. I want them to focus on what makes Battlefield Battlefield and let all of these, 8-year-olds that can't afford a video game, let them go play free to play video games and, swipe their mom's credit card and spend $2,000 on microtransactions. Sorry, it's just true. I don't want Battle Royale and Battlefield. I want them to make Battlefield Battlefield. And even if Battlefield 6 is modern times and it's like Battlefield 3 or 4, I don't want them to make a Battle Royale and try to be like, hey, we're going to compete with Warzone and steal some of your player base. I don't want that. I want Battlefield 6 and whatever else comes after that to stand on its own 2 feet. Don't chase the trends. Make something unique. Make something that's going to make your game stand out among the crowd. And that's what Battlefield 6 and everything else that comes out after that game it needs. It needs something to help it stand out among the crowd. Without something that's going to be a selling point, being like, hey, Battlefield 6 has this game mode, it has this system, it has this piece of game in my game that no other game has. You have to have a selling point to make it where a customer is going to want to buy your game over something else. It needs to have something be like, well, I really like Call of Duty, but this really looks cool in Battlefield, so I'll buy both. And that's fine too. But Battlefield in the past 3 games, Hardline, Battlefield 1, and Battlefield 5, haven't had really anything flashy to help it stand out. Grand Operations, sure, but for me, I don't care about that. I've played Grand Operations and I've seen it, I've done it. I don't care about it. When it comes to Battlefield, I love Conquest, I love Breakthrough, and I love Rush. I want something similar to that, but unique in its own way that I want to play that game mode. Battlefield 5 needs to come up with something unique and special. Plain and simple. So let me know, did you guys agree with this video list of what should or should not come back in Battlefield 6 and moving forward with the rest of the franchise? Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys all have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.